Yo, people, what we saying? It's your boy Muzi13 back with another one. Arsenal 3, Fulham nil. This is the post match reaction. Let's get right into it. So, this was a very, very important game. Arsenal had just drawn against Atletico de Madrid in the Champions League midweek, and that was a good result for us. But we all knew that this Fulham game was the big one. I know both of them are the big ones, but in the sense that the Premier League is so tight now that we can't afford to drop any points in any single game, and this was a huge game for us. So, coming into this game, we knew we had to win, and we had to win convincingly. We won against Newcastle last week, happy, got the 3 points, keep it moving. But we had to see something a bit more convincing than we saw against Newcastle last week, and boy, did we see it. But I can accredit this to Arteta being smart, using his rotation, using his players, and he did that. So let's look at what the lineup was. We went with Raya in goal as expected. The defense that started the Champions League game against Atletico was pretty much the same. Byron one change, so it was White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Hincapié against Atletico de Madrid. This game against Fulham was White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori. Rice and Lewis Skelly in midfield. His first start in midfield for Arsenal. He came in for Zubimendi. The attack saw us switch it up a bit. We went with Saka, Eze, Trossard. I went with Victor Gyökeres down the middle. And boy, did it pay dividends. We started the game off very, very sharp against Fulham. We just, from the get-go, as soon as the kickoff started, we was like, we're coming for you guys. We're not going to relent. We're going to keep going, keep going, keep going. And funnily enough, if you kind of remember against Newcastle last week, we scored in the ninth minute. And what happened? We scored in the ninth minute again, but I can accredit. Oh, this goal was beautiful, beautiful work from Saka on the right wing. Raul was marking him. I don't know where the left back was, but he turned him inside out. Had Raul sliding on the ground. Played a beautiful ball across the box for Gyökeres. He could not miss. Tap in, gave us the 1-0 lead. After that, one thing I liked was we didn't stop, pressing Fulham, going for them. We're like, yo, we want more goals. We're coming for you guys. We kept doing that, kept probing. We're a bit unfortunate not to get a second shortly after, but we kept going, kept going. Calafiori gets a goal from a trusted floater into the box, heads it in, and we're celebrating, thinking 2-0, happy days. Unfortunately, it was marginally offside. That didn't stop Arsenal, however. We kept going. Fulham didn't really pose any threat. If I'm looking at the stats, I can't remember them having a shot on target. Okay, so they had one shot on target. But if I'm just going to give you guys the stats real quick, 54% possession for Arsenal, 46% for Fulham. Expected goals of 2.99, 0.43 for Fulham. 18 total shots for Arsenal, 10 for Fulham. 9 shots on target, 1 for Fulham. 6 big chances for Arsenal, 1 for Fulham. 4 big chances missed for Arsenal, 1 for Fulham. If you look at the passes as well, 447 passes, 89% passing accuracy. Fulham had 345 with 83%. 7 fouls committed for Arsenal, 12 for Fulham. 7 offsides, 0 for Fulham. 3 corners and 4. So we dominated them from start to finish. It was actually crazy. But like I said, we went in 1-0 at that time. Calafiori, fortunately for his goal, got disallowed. But on the stroke of halftime, we counter. Trusser gets the ball on the left side, plays a beautiful ball, floated ball across the box, and who's rising their highest? Victor Gyökeres nods it in, past Leto, no chance, makes it 2-0. And at that point, I'm thinking, lovely stuff. Just the right time to score on the stroke of halftime. And we went into the half. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? I missed. Scratch everything I just said the last 30 seconds. But before that, trusted to Gyökeres goal, Saka scored. What am I talking about? As he played the ball down the right for Victor Gyökeres, he does beautiful with the hold up, plays it into Saka, deft little ball. Saka gets the ball and fires it past Leto, bottom corner. No chance for him. Made it 2-0 for us. And then the Trusser chance on the stroke of halftime, plays it for Gyökeres, he heads it in, makes it 3-0. And at that point, it's game over. You're just thinking in the second half, what are we going to do? Are we going to, sit back? Are we going to, look for more? The second half came in. Arteta, again, was smart with his rotation. He was like, okay, Saka, you've done your job now. No need to risk you any longer. We keep you for the Champions League game because it's a short turnaround. We're playing on Tuesday, remember? So Saka goes off for Madueke. Madueke comes on. He plays pretty decent. Arteta also reined in the changes. He took off Ben White, laid on for Mascara. Rice came off in the 60th minute for Zubimendi. Eze came off for Dowman. Gyökeres came off for Jesus. So he really made use of a squad as well. But Arsenal win the game 3-0. We're now 6 points clear at the top of the league with a +4 goal difference. So we've really helped that goal difference go in our favor. Now it's just over to Man City. We have to tune in on Monday night. Man City go away to Everton, and if there's a game or two where Man City might slip up this last few games, it's gonna be Everton and Bournemouth, I think. So, Everton, please rise, please rise. If Man City drop points to Everton, it's looking like it's one hand on the title for Arsenal already. It's looking like it's one hand on the title. But let me not get too ahead of myself. 4 games it was before this game. Now it's 3 more games in the Premier League. One game in the Champions League in midweek. If we win that, then there's the final to look forward to. So Arsenal are probably still playing a maximum of 5 games this season. But that's 1 game ticked out of the 6 that we had before this game. And yeah, in terms of standout individual performers, everyone was good today. I thought Lewis Kelly was really, really, really good in the midfield. I didn't really touch up upon it when I was, discussing the goals, but he was sensational. And it just begs the question to why he hasn't played in midfield earlier. To be fair, there was one time he was going to play there in the FA Cup, but it was unfortunate because Calafiori got injured, so he had to drop back at left back. But he just looks so calm, so composed, driving with the ball, knowing when to pass, knowing when to drive with the ball. Know when to drop back, know when to attack. He's just so sensational. And Lewis Kelly, you're here to stay, man. This guy is gonna play a huge role in Arsenal's midfield for years to come. I'm telling you for sure. So yeah, Miles Lewis Kelly was sensational. Saka, bro, to do what he did in that first half, going an assist, psh, this guy is good, man. This guy is absolutely top notch, top notch. The disrespect that's been on Saka's name just because he's had a couple of injury riddled seasons and people are forgetting the quality this guy has. And man, he's reminding you guys that he's still there. And you saw with the celebration where it was like, you guys been talking too much. Sensational stuff from Saka as well, but Gyökeres as well. I have to give a shout out to him. I'm gonna give him my man of the match. 2 goals and an assist. Complete performance. So Gyökeres is going to be my man of the match. Arsenal win the game 3-0. And now over to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League on Tuesday. Hopefully we can get that win. And then it's on to the Champions League final and the last 3 games. But it's been your boy Muzi13. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. What do you guys think? Who are your stand-up performers? Who would you give your man of the match? What did you make of the game? Let me know in the comments. But I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.